One of the reasons it's so important for you to watch what's going on in Hong Kong, I don't fully know if you really understand what these kids are up against. They're up against the most totalitarian dictatorship in history. The power of the Chinese Communist Party, the power of the People's Liberation Army is massing right now at the border of Hong Kong and threatening to roll in. Tiananmen Square, which I know many of you were too young to remember, Tiananmen Square happened in 1989 and the world was quiet about it. What we know is between 10,000 and 50,000 young Chinese that were protesting the oppression of the Chinese government and actually made a replica of Lady Liberty and put it up in Tiananmen Square, which is right there in the Forbidden City, in the capital of Beijing. Once they put that up, they rolled the tanks in. And we think between 10,000 and 50,000 were slaughtered in a couple of days. That is what could happen in Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, you could have another Tiananmen. And why? Because the People's Liberation Army and the entire apparatus of the Chinese Communist Party do not want the contagion of freedom to spread in mainland China. You know, we live with freedoms that you really don't appreciate. I mean, sometimes I don't appreciate them. I get the opportunity to travel throughout the world and see the oppression throughout the world. But sometimes it's very difficult to actually appreciate the freedoms we've had, and it's been bequeathed to us from patriots in previous generations. The other day we had this example. On the same day in Hong Kong, when these young patriots are being beaten by the riot police, tear gassed, they're having rubber bullets shot at them. They are walking through the airport and walking through Hong Kong, not with the Union Jack, which they were doing 11 weeks ago, but with the Old Glory, the flag of the United States of America. And why are they doing that? Because that flag represents freedom to people throughout the world. And young people in Hong Kong are walking around with that flag, and that drives their communist masters nuts. At the same time, you had a privileged, I think, fencer on one of these USA teams on the podium after winning one of the medals, and he knelt. Okay, he knelt because he thought that flag was a flag of shame. Well, that flag's not a flag of shame. It's called Old Glory for a reason. And the young patriots in Hong Kong prove that, because when they're getting tear gassed and beaten and shot at, the flag they're raising is not the flag of the Chinese Communist Party, but the flag of the free people of the world as represented by the United States of America.